Hey guys, let's talk about that Disney villain with the awesome name, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Directed by Joaquin Roning and starring Angelina Jolie, Michelle Pfeiffer, Elle Fanning, and some others. We continue here with the story of Maleficent, seen in the first one. Princess Aurora has been accepted Prince Philip's proposal, and Maleficent is invited to have dinner with the king and queen. Of course, things go wrong, Maleficent gets blamed, and all hell breaks loose. So, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, which I think is an unnecessary addition to this title, really, because, I mean, by now, if you've seen the first one, you know she's not really that evil or evil at all, if you want to go there. So, this movie, I really enjoyed the first one, and I'm a huge fan of Angelina Jolie. In my book, I mean, she can't do no wrong. I absolutely love what she does in and out of her Hollywood acting role. So I tend to enjoy her films just a little bit more than average, I think. And Maleficent was something that I didn't expect outside of the Once Upon a Time television series. You don't really see them do anything with the Disney villains, but this is a very iconic villain, and she deserved her own story. And I thought they did a good job with the first one for what it was. So the second one here, I have to say first of all that it was very dark as the material went. Now, the first one does have some very dark metaphors in it as well. If you want to go there, it has stuff in it about maybe rape or assault, violation, that sort of thing going on there. And here we got some very dark themes as well. You know, we had racism, we had straight up murders occurring. At the end of this felt very Game of Thrones to me. I was like, what the hell is going on with this? This is a Disney movie, right? But that said, I'm rushing ahead a bit. Let me talk about what worked for me. So, visuals. This movie looks amazing. I mean, if you can see this maybe on an IMAX screen, it probably looks really, really good. I did just see it in my ordinary cinema. I did not want to see it in 3D, and I'm glad I didn't, because even though the visuals, the art style, the costume design, the set pieces worked for me, there were scenes that were way too dark. I don't know what was going on, and there were moments that happened in darkness, like in the forest or whatever. Maybe they were going for a whole natural light thing, but some of those were so dark I couldn't really see what was happening, and I don't enjoy that. And usually when you put that in 3D, it gets even worse. So I don't know, if you guys saw it in 3D, let me know how it looked. But that said, I enjoyed the look of Maleficent. She has that awesome kind of dragon thing going on with the face. I love the little touches, like the guy who turns into the raven. I can't remember his name. But if you look at the side of his face as well, you can see those spots where the feathers are supposed to come out. Just those little touches. I always appreciate things like that. The costume design here was gorgeous. Not just Maleficent, but Michelle Pfeiffer's costumes as well. And one of my absolute favorite look of this look is in the I'd say the second act, when we get to find out about something about Maleficent. Basically, they spoil it in the trailer. I don't know why they keep doing stuff like that. So stupid. They show you that they're more like her, more dark fae, and the location where the dark fae is at, it was just whoever came up with the designs, bravo, because it reminded me of a favorite artist of mine named Louis Royo, and some of his work he did on like a Fallen Angel series he did. They look like that to me, and it was gorgeous. So yeah, the visuals are definitely one of the strengths of this movie. Another one of those strengths, Angelina Jolie and Michelle Pfeiffer. I'm putting the two together because they basically carry this movie's emotional weight. They are the ones who really deliver when it comes to Michelle giving you somebody that you will probably despise. Maleficent, you know, I guess emoting through all that makeup is not the easiest thing, but what Jolie does is her eyes. It's all in the eyes, you know, because Maleficent is this person that kind of keeps all her emotions on the inside. She does not like to show her emotions, because she looks at it as that's a form of weakness. So it's all in the eyes. She does it mostly with her eyes. And I love her tone of voice. I love how, she's very much like Drax. She's very dry with the wit and that sort of thing. And certain phrases just go over her head, that sort of thing. Or in Drax's cases, nothing goes over his head. But yeah, the two of them carried this movie. They were the strength of the movie. Their story is the story you're really invested in. So that said, I'm getting into the stuff that isn't good, at least for me, because one of the things that absolutely annoyed me with this movie was Elle Fanning's Aurora. I felt like, or however you pronounce that, I felt like it was such a disappointing throwback to Disney princesses. Now, I totally get this is based on Sleeping Beauty. This is when Disney used to make all their princesses damsels in distress, and they couldn't do anything without tripping over their own 2 feet, and they need a prince to save them. But come on, if you could give us a modernized version of Maleficent, why couldn't you do the same with this character? She was so agitating. She was so annoying. And the things she does, the decisions she makes from the moment they have that dinner together and everything goes wrong, it didn't make sense from a story perspective. It didn't make sense from a character perspective, because we had a part one and certain things were established. So it was just really hard to believe that she would do the things she did the way she did it. I really didn't like that at all. The fairies, the 3 fairies, I mean, they were super annoying in the first one. A little less annoying here, but whatever, they were forgettable. The Prince Philip character, who Brenton Thwaites originally played, now he's the awesome Dick Grayson in Titans. Brenton was forgettable in that. And this guy is a little less forgettable. I can't remember the actor's name. I think it's Harris something. He has a little more to work with, but you see, you never really get that sense where the romance feels earned between him and Aurora, because it just kind of starts up with them being together. And yes, it's continuing from part one, but the thing about it is part one didn't earn that shit either. So when it comes here, the romance just feels like, yeah, whatever, okay, we get it, you're in love. It feels, again, like a throwback to those old Disney movies and the way people would fall in love within 24 hours of meeting each other. And it just did not land. So there was no emotional impact of whatever the hell happened with the two of them. So that's really where this movie falls apart for me. And of course, all the additional characters. We have the Dark Fae. We have Ed Skrein showing up here. My girlfriend, my best friend, she just went crazy. She just loves him, man. I like him in Deadpool. But he plays the guy he's supposed to play. I don't want to get into it too much and spoil it for anybody. Chiwetel Ejiofor, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. He's in this as well. But the problem is, it's a waste of talent. We have a lot of talent besides Michelle Pfeiffer and Angelina Jolie, and they don't really do anything. They don't have that much to do other than to try and seem, I guess, like give us at least one emotion they're doing, So if they're the good guy, they're just the good guy. If they're the bad guy, they're just the bad guy. We don't get much from these characters. They're window dressing, and that's a disappointment for me, because I feel like this movie could have really done something different, in the sense of along the lines of Frozen. They could have tweaked these characters just a little bit more, turn the volume up just a little bit more and give us more dimension to the characters and build this world more, because I really love this world that they've built in Maleficent. I think there's a lot to explore here. There's a lot to learn, because there's so much magic and so much mystery in this world, but they just brush over everything. Everything's pretty and that's it. The focus is maybe 1 or 2 characters and that's it. And I just feel like, especially with Maleficent, this is her story. We get a little bit more, and yet it still feels like we didn't get near enough of what she's about and who she is. So all that said, I still like the movie. And I still would not mind a third one in this, honestly, because like I said, I like the world. I think there's a lot of room for world building, and Angelina Jolie is awesome. So I would give Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, 6.5 out of 10. And do I recommend seeing it in cinemas? Only if you really like the first one. Otherwise, maybe you can wait to stream this. And that's going to be it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this review. And if you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It's really appreciated. You guys want to subscribe to my channel who might be visiting for the first time, you can click on my face right over there. And you can check out past videos right over there. So until next time, guys. Bye-bye.